My name's Massey. I'm a wildlife photographer, cameraman and P&Y Technologies ambassador. And for the past 20 or so years, I've been completely obsessed with wildlife. And I guess for the past 10 or so years, I've been taking photos of wildlife. But I'm lucky enough to now say that's turned into a career. And I get to travel all over the world seeing some amazing things, spending time in places such as here in southern Spain where I'm searching for the Iberian lynx, but also seeing some not so nice things. And I think my work can be used or is used as a tool to educate, and that's probably why I do it. I strongly believe that if people don't know about something, they're not going to care about it. But also at the same time, everything can't be doom and gloom, so I do need to take some nice pictures as well and tell conservation success stories like the lynx here. I mean, the Iberian lynx is the rarest cat in the world and it's incredibly hard to see. I've been here for a few days and I haven't seen one. Luckily in the past I have. But 10 years ago there were less than 100 left and everyone thought it was pretty much extinct, or at least destined to be extinct. And now there's over 400, mainly thanks to people coming together and putting conservation into action and saving this species. And now people can come here and they stand a much bigger chance of seeing it. And through my work I was able to document the lynx in the wild, but also the people working so hard to make that a reality. But I'm also working on, like I'd say that's a happy conservation success story, but I'm also working on not so happy stuff. I was in Cyprus earlier this year where there's illegal bird trapping going on, and I think 2 million birds a year are being killed as they come through Cyprus, all for a traditional delicacy. But when does tradition kind of become not a tradition? These guys are using large speakers to bring in the birds, and okay, maybe 50 years ago it was more skilled, but how is basically using a decoy to bring in birds on a mass scale tradition? But again, that's something that I need to tell through my photos and film. And I want to show stories like that. I want to educate people, tell people that stuff is going on, but also how wildlife can thrive alongside people. So you've got the Iberian lynx here, there's not many people around and it's now doing relatively well. The bird trapping in Cyprus is a bad thing, but then you've got stories like the smooth-coated otters in Singapore that have returned after 5 years as the city's kind of re-greened and the waterways have got more healthy. These otters are now thriving alongside people, and apart from maybe the odd expensive koi carp going missing from a pond, there's no human conflict there, and the people love seeing the otters. And like everything, when I see these kind of things happen and take these pictures, you never know, someone could be walking along the river there and see those otters, and that could spark something and they could turn into the next conservationist or zoologist. But I mean, urban wildlife to me is such an important thing. With a growing population, there's more and more people living in cities, and wildlife is running out of space, so wildlife is moving into the cities. Some stuff isn't thriving, other stuff is, like the otters, but also peregrine falcons. I think they can be found in most cities now. And one particular pair I worked with in Chicago have chosen to nest on someone's condo balcony. So I was able to document that through stills that went out in various magazines like BBC Wildlife, but also in film for an upcoming BBC Natural World. But stories like this, I mean, they inspire me, and I like to think they inspire other people to get out there and experience this. Probably not many people know that a peregrine falcon is, one, the fastest animal on the planet, but also that they probably could walk through most major cities, and if you know where to look, or if you're lucky, you could look up and see one right above you. Like I say, I get to go to incredible places. This year alone, I've been to countless different countries, including Zambia, the South Luangwa National Park, probably, in my opinion, one of the best places to photograph wildlife, where I've seen incredible things like leopards taking down baboons, lions taking down buffalo. Just one of those places that oozes wildlife, and everywhere you look, there's something incredible going on. And I just hope through my work that I'm able to document all of this, show people it, get people excited about the natural world, and then together we can all make a difference and actually keep it natural, but also keep it there for future generations.